Yo, welcome to another episode of Eat Your Food. It's about I forget what number Eat Your Food this is. I'll put it in later, but it's about like 2:30 a.m. Dude, low key, my ears are still ringing, but we got a nice little video for y'all. Sit down. Not really veggies on your plate this time. I'm more of a steak dude. Well, you know what? It's whatever y'all want to eat. All right, let's just say it magically appears on your plate. Do you like meat though? Steak, medium rare. Let's say forget it, asparagus, mashed potatoes. Okay, but yeah, sit down, eat your food. Sit down, eat your food. But as you guys can tell from the title, just came back from my first rave. Well, mm, yeah. You know what? I will say this is I would say this is my first rave, personally. Yeah, we're gonna say this is my first rave. And if my voice sounds a bit weird, and the drive was like 30 minutes away, bro, I was like singing my heart out on the way back. So my fault if the voice sound crazy. It'll be back tomorrow, bro. Who cares? But dude, the rave was crazy fun. Oh, I was thinking about why I said that because my friend's DJ set back in October of last year I went to. I'm gonna still consider that a rave, but definitely like the one I just went to was like I would say because of the amount of people for sure. I had fun though, dude. I had hella fun. I had a lot of fun, really. Um, Raves are definitely different. I didn't understand it, bro. Beforehand, I was like, "Who goes to raves?" I didn't even like rave music until I went to the DJ set back in October. Blackheart, shout out my friends, but and on a side note, I didn't even like rock music until about a year ago. Now I have a darn guitar. It's just kind of crazy how things turn out. But it was absolutely amazing, dude. Raves are great. I mean, I saw a lot of different variations of people expressing themselves that I don't usually see on like a day to day basis. And maybe that's because those people are usually chilling in their cribs. And maybe that's why, bro. Maybe that's why. Because I saw some like very cool, fitted up people, some wild things, some cool things. It was super fun though. And I really felt like at the rave, I didn't feel like there was like any judgment whatsoever, personally. I mean, it's my first rave, so disagree to agree, agree to disagree. Who cares, right? But at least to me really getting into it, it was nice closing my eyes and actually feeling the beat of the music with the bass, right? And from the moment when I closed my eyes up until before I opened them, bro, the room's like nobody else is in the room but me, for real, which was great. It was amazing. And I'm trying to think that a lot of other places, trying to understand why we don't feel so, you know, judgment free in different places. Let's say at regular parties or or concerts. Maybe well, and maybe some people do feel like completely themselves are pretty like completely judgment free. But I don't not usually. Not usually at like concerts. I went to I think my last concert was when was that dude? Maybe like 2023. Who knows? Who knows? It was a bit ago. It was a good little bit ago. But It's so late, bro. Oh my gosh, it's so late. My mind's going here and then it's slowing down in here. Whatever, whatever. But I'm saying all this to say about the judgment free zone stuff is that in that room, bro, I feel like ain't nobody really cared what you were doing, right? And oh, and for I would say like the first hour. No. I think probably like the first 2 hours, because past the 2 hour mark, the music was loud. Like I'm pretty sure maybe like slight ringing in my ears. I feel like I probably got damaged in my ears a little bit. But that's because they had two separate rooms, bro. I should have stayed. They had one room that was like quieter rave music, and they had a second room with like doom, 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 and dude playing it at like 200 decibels, which is ear damage for sure. I say that and lose my point, bro. But yeah, dude, in that room, I mean, I really felt like, dude, no one really cares what you're doing, like in all honesty. Well, I think they also had a bouncy house. And I was definitely in the bouncy house having the time of my life. I won't lie. I won't lie. I won't lie. That was great. Well, they would definitely judge me then. I didn't feel it though. You know what I'm saying? But I think at least that's when I feel for the most judgment is like dancing, bro. Feeling the beat, music, closing your eyes. It was amazing, and I would compare it to um. I'm gonna give like two examples. One is like the scene from Devilman Crybaby. If you're under 18, don't watch that. Don't watch that series. The second scene is probably the scene with the vampires and Blade. I forgot what movie that's from, but that scene is obviously very iconic. I was like, dude, I completely understand why people go to raves so much now. I completely understand it, bro. You have a stressful like 2 weeks, bro. Just go to a rave for like 3 hours. You're gonna feel happier afterwards, bro. You're gonna feel a lot happier. But I think I want to try and find that kind of judgment free feeling in different areas of my life. And I encourage other people to do that as well. That judgment free feeling where you're just like, okay, well, I mean, this may not be the right move. This may be the worst move. This may be the move in between, but I'm gonna try it out. And you know, you don't really feel anything from it, from the outcome. Well, you don't really feel bad for trying, you know, for trying something new. And that's great. It's such a sleepy episode. I really felt like everybody in that room, well, for the most part, was at least portraying themselves to be who they are. At least that's how I felt through how they dressed. You know, I mean, a person who doesn't have piercings, who dresses in like completely regular clothes, can also express themselves just as much. But I find it super interesting, of course, the people who have hella piercings and do that type of and have kind of eccentric clothing. There was a dude who had like I think it was like a metal mask. It's like crazy. It was like a reflective metal mask. It was insane. Didn't have a face anything. It was literally just like a mirror. That was fire. And then hella people in there wearing leather jackets, dude. And for some of them, I was like, okay, your fit looks fire. The leather makes sense. You do your thing. Other people, I'm like, dude, you could have came without that. Like, yes, it's cold outside, but you knew more than me. More than me. I got a muscle tee on, bro. Ain't nothing under this. Nothing under the muscle tee. Came with a leather shirt and I think a sweater. No, leather jacket and a sweater. So I know you burn up under that. I know you are. I know you are. But again, to reiterate, dude, I'm closing my eyes, or not even closing my eyes, bro, where I'm like really just dancing and feeling the music is when I truly felt freedom. Well, freedom from my mind, I would say. I would I would say. And those moments are great. I think other places where I find that freedom would be making art, playing the guitar, and spending time with friends. Really, I implore everyone to find times, to find those little areas where they feel the freest, and then try to bring that into their personal life. Well, their alone time. That's what I say. Because a lot of times I do not feel free from my mind, but we're working on that. We're working on that, so it's okay. It's okay. What else? What else? Um, Not really much else to touch on. For real. I got my nails painted for it. Well, it wasn't for the rave, but I changed my nails because I got them painted. I changed into the Muscle T because I knew it was gonna be hot. Plus, it kind of matched the chrome nails, so it's nice. Chrome is a bit outside my comfort zone. I won't lie, but I'm loving it. I loved how it reflected in the blue light during the rave. I loved it. Usually I'm a black nail polish dude or whatever else, but the chrome's fire. The chrome's fire. I do like black and red next. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But yes, I believe we should all be judging ourselves less. I need to give ourselves some leeway in some aspects, right? Like, of course, if you're messing up pretty badly and you set like small goals for yourself, then yeah, you can be like a little hard on yourself. A little hard. Don't be like detrimentally hard on yourself and beat yourself up, but you can be a little hard on yourself. But I mean, besides that, I think for small things, we shouldn't judge ourselves or other people super harshly. Like sometimes someone walk past me and my mind just plops some negative, some say something mean in my head, dude. I'm like, damn, where did that come from? My fault, bro. I didn't say anything. It's all in my head. But I'm like, damn, my fault, bro. My fault. You judge yourself, and then you judge other people, and then that negativity just sprouts, and you're like, darn, why do I feel so bad? Right, because you hating on yourself, which then expands and hitting on other people. This night has been great. Uh, the meal, how would I rate the meal I just ate? The chef need to wake up in the kitchen. No, steak was cool. Asparagus could have had more seasoning on it. I like more salt on my asparagus. Mashed potatoes, all right, but as long as the steak cool, I could care less. But yeah, this has been Eat Your Food with a Meal with Thorns. Thank you guys for tuning in. You have a wonderful good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. And thank you for tuning in. For real. Like, comment, subscribe. I love your comments. And yes, man, love yourself more. Love yourself more. I'm about to do some affirmation. I'm about to do more affirmations. More affirmations. I've been liking. I used to do them. I used to do them a bunch, but I'm about to do some more. All right. Love you guys.